comedian, one of the funniest people that I know in the whole world. You're going to love her. Please put your hands together for Jennifer Myszkowski.
Thank you so much, Maria Champ, everybody. I used to have a lot of jokes about masturbation back in the day.
Let's hear it.
I don't know. Because I've got a different set in my pocket right now. I had all planned to tell. But I do want to tell something because of Michelle talking about her mother giving advice. My mother, when I was about 12, she said to me, Jennifer, because this is really important information, Jennifer, if a man ever asks you to put ice in your vagina, that means he likes to have sex with dead people. So far, it hasn't come up.
Maybe, but how would I get it?
Disappointed. So my mother named me Jennifer because that was the law in 1975. Don't pity me, she mixed it up a little bit. My middle name is Anne. So that's awesome. In reality, my mother heard a song in 1968 called Jennifer Juniper by a man called Donovan. Does anybody know that song? It goes like, Jennifer Juniper, blah, 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 blah. Anybody? Anything? All right. So in 1968, my mother heard that song, and she was like, someday, I'm going to have a daughter, I'm going to name her Jennifer Ann. Ladies and gentlemen, I'm the living embodiment of that dream. My last name, Myszkowski, people always say, Myszkowski, is that Polish? And I always say no, because when my great-grandfather was coming over from Ireland, he changed it from Myszkowski. So as to avoid the immigrant stigma. I went to visit my grandmother in Florida because she's an old lady and that's where she lives, with her people. And so she's kind of a crazy lady. She's a red hat lady. I don't know if you're familiar with red hat ladies. Red hat ladies are ladies, they read this poem. It goes, when I am an old lady, I shall wear purple and a red hat. And it goes on and on about how when you're old you get sassy and everything. And so my grandma, she goes to these red hat lady meetings and she says, my granddaughter is the stand-up comic. I'm the sit-down comic! And then she reads some jokes that she downloaded off the internet. And that is how cool my grandmother is, because she is 90 and she downloads jokes off the internet. But she's a really funny lady. And I saw some red hat ladies recently, and with them were some ladies with pink hats. And I didn't get it, so I called my grandma. So what's the deal? Why are there ladies wearing pink hats with the red hat ladies? And she said that the pink hat ladies aren't yet old enough to be red hat ladies, and so they are relegated to the pink hat. But they still want to hang around with the red hat ladies. So, like, something has gone terribly wrong in their lives. It seems like the pink hat ladies are the training bra to the red hat ladies 18-hour cross your heart playtex brassiere. Does anybody remember those commercials? Like that? It takes your boob and it sort of smashes it up into a triangle like this. If you hug my grandmother wrong, you could put out an eye. So I was visiting her, like I said, and she didn't understand the part where, like, I was on my vacation, and she waking me up at ungodly hours, and she one morning woke me up by barging into the guest room and throwing 2 boxes of 1970s era panty liners at my head. Boxes! Not in my lifetime have panty liners come in boxes, for the record. But she threw them at my head, and she shouted, "You take these home!" I said, "I will not." She said, "I don't need them anymore." I said, "I don't need them either." She said, "I don't know why you don't wear panty liners. They will keep your underpants nice." And I said, "Grandmother, I am of the notion that my underpants are there to keep my pants nice." It didn't go over with her as well as it's going faces. And I was so curious. So straight away I went into the bathroom to put one right into my underpants. And she wasn't kidding. Were they ever nice? Scented up! Delightful. And I called out to her, Grandmother! Grandmother, do you have anything that I can put over these panty liners? So that I can keep them nice. We were reading the Sunday paper, and apropos of absolutely nothing, she turns to me and she shouts, Jenny! Do you know why I wear these beads? She wears these like really big plastic, ridiculous over-the-top beads. I said, no indeed, grandmother. I do not pray. Why do you wear those beads? And she said, I'm a big fat old lady. I just want a little something that draws the eye up. Then a few more minutes pass, and then she says, I notice you don't wear any jewelry. I think my grandma might have been calling me fat, guys. Oh my God! I'll tell you something though, I am super excited about the obesity epidemic. Oh my God, it is thrilling me, because for once I'm not alone. You know, I was a little bit of a porker, a little fat kid, and I was the only one. And when I looked at the pictures of myself as a child, when I look at the children today, I was positively gaunt. But at the time, I was a fat kid when it still meant something. So the thing that excites me the most is that fashion designers have started fashioning clothing to help fat Americans hide their fat Americanness. For example, this blouse I'm wearing now, you can see it's all pleated and it sort of glazes over this area I like to call my stomach thunder. I actually call it stomach thunder! Stomach thunder! Like that. That's this piece right here. Stomach thunder! So anyway, I don't know how I follow stomach thunder. I guess the beauty part of it is just that I have all of this style and comfort of maternity wear without any of the inconvenience of an infant. I'm living the American dream right here, guys. Right here. So I read a lot of self-help books. I read a self-help book once that said, if you're overweight, and you never mention it, no one will notice. So until I mention it, is there anybody here who didn't notice? Partner on a big fat ass. Anyone? Anyone? Yeah. So, yeah, I was on Weight Watchers a really long time. I lost 80 pounds. Thank you very much. And then I gained 100. Because I'm a yo-yo dieter. Yeah, it doesn't make me bad. Alternately fat and thin on various occasions, though. But I feel like we're all best friends here, right? I can tell you the truth. God's honest truth. I would give my eye teeth 3 naturally thin. I would. And then I would go to the dentist, and I would get fake eye teeth. And I would put them right there. So nobody would notice. But, yeah, I developed a really painful foot condition called plantar fasciitis. Has anybody had it here? Anyone? Yeah, I can't see you, but I'm assuming you're either a runner or a fat person. Anyway, that's who gets it, runners and fat ladies. So basically what happens is there's this band and it attaches like your toes to your heel. In this demonstration, my hand is standing in for my foot. No one wants to look at that. So it's this band and it sort of like crushes underneath the weight of your enormous body. And it becomes very painful. And so I developed this, and I had to go see a series of doctors, but I went to this one podiatrist, and he was like, Jennifer, you're overweight. And I was like, what? Because I hadn't told him. How could he know? But I'm fat. I call myself fat. I don't call myself a bigger girl. I don't call myself pleasantly plump. And for the love of Christ, I do not call myself big boned. I call myself fat. But if you call me fat, I will kick your fucking ass.